If you're thinking about reselling on eBay in 2026, but you're overwhelmed, confused, or you're afraid you're already too late, this video is for you. I'm breaking it down into 5 simple steps so you can start the right way without wasting time or money. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do first and what not to do. So let's go ahead and get started. Step 1, get set up the right way. Getting your foundation in place, this part matters more than anything in 2026. First thing you're going to want to do is set up your eBay account, and you want to have a professional email associated with that account. Now, if you already have an eBay account, you'll just want to make sure that that is up to date and that you do have a professional email in place. Second thing you're going to want to do is verify your payment. Make sure you have the correct shipping address and make sure that your return policy is simple and easy to understand. In 2026, buyer trust is everything, and eBay actually favors sellers who look legit from day one. Step number 2, pick one category to start with. This is where most new resellers mess up. They get excited. They want to sell everything. But we want to choose one category and stick with it. And it's great if you can pick a category that you are familiar with. So choose a category you already know or enjoy, such as clothing. Maybe you enjoy buying shoes, home goods, media, collectibles. Just think about the things that you normally purchase, and more than likely you are going to have some knowledge about those items, so you'll want to pick that one category and stick with it. Learning one category equals faster sourcing plus better listings. In 2026, competition is high, so knowledge really will beat randomness. Number 3, learn how to research sold listings. This step is actually what is going to separate resellers from just people who are cleaning out their house. So we always want to check what are called sold comps. Sure, you can look up anything on eBay and see if there is a listing, but the story is whether or not it has sold. So you will be looking up your listing, and then you will filter that item into the sold filter to see what actual items are selling. You'll see items that sold recently, you'll see consistent pricing, sell-through rates, and if it didn't sell, it really doesn't matter what you want to ask for it or how valuable you feel it is. The story is there in those solds. If the item isn't selling, it's probably not a good item. Trends move fast, so what was selling this time last year may not be selling the same way this year. I actually spend a lot of time when I go sourcing still looking up items to make sure that those items are still on trend. Number 4, create listings that actually sell. Now, you don't need fancy equipment for this. You just need clarity. So here are some things I have found that will make your listings stand out and help your products move. First, you want to have clear, bright photos. Natural light works well. You don't have to have special lighting, but you want to make sure that the photos are clear. When you are putting the title of your product, you always want to include the brand first, the item type, the size, and some keywords that you think the buyer would actually be using when they're searching for your product. You also want to do an honest description. So make sure that you disclose any flaws. Make sure that you are honest. This year, buyers are going to be picky and returns are expensive. So transparency is going to protect you. A bonus tip in this area is don't overthink it. Your first listings are not going to be perfect, and that is totally okay. It's more important to practice and get those things listed than it is to have everything just picture perfect. Step number 5, start small, stay consistent, and scale smart. The biggest mistake I see new resellers doing is going all in too fast. You want to start with a small budget. As a matter of fact, when I got started this time last year, I actually began with things that I already owned. That way I did not have any money invested. It helped me to practice taking pictures, practice making listings, and any profit that I made when those products sold or any money that I made was straight profit. So I encourage you, begin with things that you already own. When you do begin to go out and source, when you're actually buying items to resell, start small. And as you begin to sell those items, you're going to reinvest those profits back into your business. Some things you really need to focus on are listing consistently, learning from returns, and tracking or monitoring what sells fastest. Reselling is not an overnight success. It's really about momentum. One good listing will lead to confidence, and confidence leads to consistency. So, if my video has helped you so far, be sure to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And if you would, drop in the comment what category you currently sell in or what category you're thinking about starting to sell in. So the next part of my video, I'm going to take you with me on a couple of thrifting sourcing trips so that you can see exactly how I find items to thrift and flip for a profit. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day. This week we are actually going thrifting in Sevierville and Pigeon Forge. So we're going to go see what the best thrift stores are there. Chris, do you think we're going to find some good finds?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're thinking positive.
I'll thrift you.
Okay, yeah. Just so you know, Chris and I, he thinks that he thrifts better than I do. So why don't we just do a challenge on this trip? You want to do a challenge?
If you want to lose.
Okay, if I want to lose. Alright, so our first stop is going to be Funky Junction Secondhand Revival Thrift Store. And I think they're actually moving. But let's go on in and see what kind of goodies. So let's look and see what kind of linens they have. $5. I think that's Pioneer Woman. What do you say? You remember what that is? What is that?
I'm ashamed to say it's a card, sports card locker back in probably
it looks vintage.
80s, 90s.
Look at this old doll. She looks kind of like
Chucky.
a female Chucky.
I think I'm going to buy this for you.
You're going to buy that for me. Why are you going to buy that for me?
I don't know.
So, we're looking at the pictures. Looks like some prints. A lot of these are bigger, so I'm going to keep things small to ship. It's kind of interesting. This might be the old mill in Pigeon Forge. It's kind of copper color. It's a framed. asking $8, but I know everything is on sale, so we'll see what the price on that might be. So this little room has all Christmas stuff. You know how I'm about ornaments, especially vintage ornaments. One thing that's really nice is it's super quiet in here. No loud music playing. Oh, I wonder if he's Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh. Maybe I'm wrong. He looks like he would be Christopher Robin. Oh, look, it's like a beach Santa. So here's an older nativity. Deer. So this must be all Christmas stuff. Oh, this is kind of sweet. Little mom and baby. Cabin sign. Oh, this is a little sweet. Let's see. 1996. I'll look this up and see what comps say. I did find one of the blown, I think they're called glass blown ornaments. They're asking for, but I'm pretty sure these may be 60 or 80% off. But these types of ornaments always sell well, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up that. Alright, so I am in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am getting ready to go into a Goodwill here to see what we can find to thrift and flip for a profit. Alright, so it looks like today's tag is green tag. So I don't think I've been in this store before. First area we can look at is shoes. I like how they have the shoes organized by colors. Different Goodwills do those different ways. Some organized by sizes, some organized by colors. This is cute. Don't see a brand on that. Take a look at some of the different and they have the music blaring, that's for sure. Oh, look at this little bag. This is, I don't know what this is. It is $11.49, and it looks like it was put out on the floor on the 17th. I don't see a brand on that, so, and you know me, I'm not about spending more than $10 on anything. So let's see. One of my favorite sections, scarves.
Potential into opportunity. And we'll see you on the next fun-filled episode of Goodwill Trivia. It's time once again for Goodwill Trivia. Are you ready?
It's time once again for Goodwill Trivia.
In the greater Chattanooga area, our vision is a community where every person, regardless of ability, situation, or background, can achieve their...
So my first find of the day is this spoon and fork turkey figurine. It is $3.27, and I found some of these online. They resell for anywhere between $24 and $40. So we're going to go ahead and put him in the buggy. I'm now looking at glassware, mugs. This store has a lot of hard goods. Sometimes I get overwhelmed when a store has a lot to look at. Oh, look at this little owl. He looks kind of like Dwight. Oh, he's Harry Potter. Let me comp him and see what he sells. So I looked up comps, and they range anywhere from $22 for one that's brand new, $5.99. This was one that sold on an auction for 99 cents. $15, $19. So they definitely sell. Let me see how much they're asking for him. They're asking $2.27, and it looks like he was just put out today. So I'm going to go ahead and pick him up. So of course, you know, I have to look through belts, and there was one I found that said, let's see, it said imitation, no, it said vegetarian cow leather. Does anybody know what vegetarian cow leather is? I can't find it now where it said that. But if anybody knows what vegetarian cow leather is, drop it in the comments. So I found it. It says vegetarian cowhide. So if anybody knows what, no, it says vegetable cowhide, excuse me. So if anybody knows what vegetable cowhide is, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know what that is or what that means. It's the next day, and I am at another Goodwill in Chattanooga. So before we go in, I wanted to just to kind of give you an idea of some of the things I'm looking for. I am sort of shifting from just picking up anything to being more picky about the products that I want to sell. I want to make at minimum $10 to $15 profit per item that I sell, if not at least $20 per item. Since I've been doing this a little over a year, I have had the opportunity to see kind of which products sell for more and which products do not. So I'm starting to be more selective about what I pick up. So let's go in and see what kind of goodies we can find. So we're going in this store, and it is a balmy 41 degrees today. It is amazing how our bodies begin to appreciate 41 degrees when we had some of the cold temperatures that we've had the last few days. So I never thought I'd be excited about 41 degrees, but I am thrilled today. So let's go in. Looks like today's color is green, 50% off. And you have 50% off green tagged items. We're going to start by heading back to the hard goods area. So I spotted this little blue bird. It's so sweet. It's only $1.57, so I think I'm going to pick this up for me. So just strolling through here. What is this? This kind of looks like a Last Supper clock, but they're asking $12.57. And you know me, I'm not going to pay more than $10 for hardly anything. Look at the little grandma and grandpas. I bet these are handmade. I may comp these though, because people who are after the whole granny core aesthetic, they might like it. So I comped my little grandma and grandpa, and the only ones that I could find close to what they were sold for like $9. So I decided not to pick those up. A lot of times these types of aisles with the signs and things, it's more of your modern Hobby Lobby type aisles. I'll have to look this up. So hard goods were a little crazy, and I came over to the linens area. I found this Eastern Star throw. I spread it out and looked up the information, and I couldn't find any like this, and I don't know, I think I'm just gonna pass on this. So lots and lots of belts. You guys know I love picking up belts. They're super easy to ship, and I've actually had a lot of luck selling them. When you're looking at belts, you always want to check this end, because this is where you're going to see the most signs of wear. I did find, oops, I found an LL Bean belt that I'm going to pick up, and I also found a duck head belt. Where's it say duck head? I think it might be on this end. This is a kind of a long belt too.
Yeah, they put them in.
But let's see here. Yeah, duck head. So I'm going to pick these two up. This one is $3.49, and the other one is $3.49 also. So I really like the fact that this store color coordinates the clothing. That makes it super easy, especially if you are looking for something for yourself and you know there's a particular color that you're looking for. So that makes it a lot easier to find things. Today's color was green tag. I specifically today was looking for some cashmere sweaters, but I didn't find any. That's okay. And I also took a look at the swimsuits to see if there was anything that I thought might resell well there. But this overall is a good store, very organized, very clean, and I would definitely visit it again.